Record 11, Side 1, Lesson number 11, the 11th lesson, Practical section, the body. The human body consists of the head, trunk, and limbs. The head is the most important part of the body, and it is protected by the skull. The brain and the principal nerve centers are situated in the skull, and in the face, the front part of the skull, we have eyes for seeing, a nose for breathing and smelling, ears for hearing, and a mouth for tasting and eating, as well as speaking. On our heads we have hair, which may be black, brown, red, or fair. People without hair, young people, or more often old people, are said to be bald. Those who cannot see are blind. Some people cannot hear or speak, and we say they are deaf and dumb. The trunk contains the heart, lungs, stomach, and intestines, as well as the liver and kidneys. The bones that protect the heart and lungs are called ribs and join in front with the sternum or breastbone, and at the back with the spine or spinal cord, which through the neck connects the brain and the nervous system to the other parts of the body. The limbs consist of our arms and our legs. The arms spring from the shoulders just below the neck, and the legs from the inferior part of the trunk. We use our hands at the extremity of our arms for eating and drinking, working and playing. Without our hands, it would be very difficult to do many of the jobs that are common every day. It is impossible to drive a car or bus or other vehicle without hands. Writing would not be possible, and many other pleasures and interests would be lost if we had no hands. Our legs and feet are not so important as they were before modern means of locomotion were invented, but it is still a tragedy for a person to lose one or both legs. Walking is a wonderful sensation which keeps us healthy and, by physical movement, young. There is almost no branch of sport in which we can participate without using our legs. The body is, therefore, a marvelous organism, a machine which very often needs little maintenance, but always care and respect for the miracle that it is. When the body is not well, we generally feel pain or see spots on our skin. It is usual for us to go to the doctor, but only if we feel bad or don't know the cause. A headache is treated with a simple aspirin, usually. Toothache, on the other hand, may require a visit to the dentist. In winter, people catch colds and influenza or flu, so it is wise to take great care. In England, in winter, it is necessary to wear warm clothes, for colds are unpleasant and cause the loss of millions of hours of work in the factories and offices throughout the country. The body should be exercised physically as well as mentally in order to keep fit. Athletes spend many hours every week preparing for athletic meetings of one kind or another, but for the majority, it is enough to have 5 or 10 minutes regular movement every hour or two. If we give our bodies regular exercise every day, we shall certainly have less illness. And a healthy body, they say, means a healthy mind. When children go to school in Great Britain, they are taught how to look after their bodies. And there is an old saying which is still popular today. Here it is: an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Side 2, grammatical section, the future tense. Like all tenses in English, except the present indicative and the past definite, the future tense is formed by using an auxiliary verb. There are 2 auxiliary verbs in this tense. Shall is used for the first person, singular and plural. Will is used for the second and third persons, singular and plural. The principal verb after shall and will is in the infinitive without to. We can now form the future tense of any verb, regular or irregular. Look at the following examples. I shall do my exercise. We shall work next week. They will write a letter to their friends. John will come tomorrow. Mary and I shall study in the classroom. The interrogative and negative forms follow the rules we learned in Lesson 7, substituting shall and will for to do. Interrogative: shall I work? Will you work? Will he work? Shall we work? Will you work? Will they work? Negative: I shall not work. You will not work. He will not work. We shall not work. You will not work. They will not work. Interrogative negative: shall I not work? Will you not work? Will he not work? Shall we not work? Will you not work? Will they not work? The contracted form of shall and will is apostrophe double L. I shall go, I'll go. You will come, you'll come. He will study, he'll study. We shall work, we'll work. You will read, you'll read. They will think, they'll think. The contracted negative forms are shall not, shan't, will not, won't. For example, I shall not leave. I shan't leave. You will not return. You won't return. He will not sell. He won't sell. She will not speak. She won't speak. We shall not sleep. We shan't sleep. You will not run. You won't run. They will not sing. They won't sing. Will is used in the first person when a definite intention or determination is expressed. I will go. We will study our lesson. Shall is used in the second and third persons to indicate command, threat, or promise. He shall do as I say. You shall finish your work before you go home. They shall have a prize if they behave. Notice in the above sentences that when the principal verb is future, the dependent clause, introduced by a temporal word, is in the present tense in English. Here are some further examples. When we come home, we shall have tea. They will read the book if they have time. As soon as they arrive, we shall all go to the theatre. Adjectives. Adjectives in English, when they are not predicative, are placed before the noun they modify. For example, the good pen, the blue book, a clever student, an interesting young man. Normally, we place a comma between two adjectives of the same kind, except when they are adjectives of color. A black and white bathroom. The Union Jack is a red, white, and blue flag. The adjective, excluding this and that, which have the plurals these and those, has only one form for both masculine and feminine, singular and plural. A clean window, clean windows. John is a good, clever boy. John and Peter are good, clever boys. The order of adjectives is as follows: 1. Pronominal, 2. Numerals, 3. Abstract qualities, 4. Dimensions, 5. Age, 6. Color, 7. Nationality. Remember this sentence if you wish to avoid mistakes. My 4 beautiful, big, 4-year-old black and white Arabian horses.